Good morning, one and all. We welcome you all to the international seminar. We'll be starting in a minute or two. We request all the presenters who have registered and are waiting for their presentations to kindly share the details which are displayed on the screen. We'll be inviting you all, those who are sharing their details in the chat box. All the details should be in one single message on first come, first serve basis. Whoever is messaging in the Zoom chat box will be inviting as per the given order. So we request everyone, all the presenters who are waiting for their presentations, to send topic, full name, your occupation, that is designation, department, organization, and the place from where you belong to, and the duration of your presentation in minutes. All in one message. You send it to either host or co-host or to both. As per the queue, we will note down the list in the queue. As per the queue order, we will be inviting you. And kindly stay online till you complete your presentation. And there has been a registration form floated in Zoom platform. We request everyone to fill the registration form in Zoom platform. The Google form, which has been circulated, is available elsewhere, but this form is only available in the Zoom platform. So only those who are attending will be able to fill this form. So we request everyone as part of attendance to fill the registration form, those who have attended, those who are attending this one-day conference. And then at the end of the day, in valedictory session at 6 o'clock, we'll be having feedback form, which will be shared within the Zoom platform, where we all need to fill the feedback form. In case of any other difficulties, we'll also be sharing the Google feedback form. The link has been already shared. It will be open after the valedictory function. So we request everyone to immediately share your details, presentation details in chat box. It has been already informed to you on the website and also to your email address. Yesterday, we have sent an email to all the registered participants and presenters with all the instructions. Kindly go through the instructions and add the email address to your contacts and coordinator contact to your contact so that you'll be receiving updates. A WhatsApp group has been created for the convenience of all based on the request. So we request everyone to join the WhatsApp group so that you will get updates. And those who have completed their quiz, certificates have already been generated and updated on the website. You can visit the same link of international seminar. There you can find the Google Drive link from where you can download your quiz participation certificates. So yesterday in the afternoon, we have updated the quiz certificates. So those who have submitted their quiz by yesterday, that is 30th March afternoon, those certificates have been generated. And those who have completed or who will be completing after 30th March afternoon, all those certificates will be generated in the first week of April. So don't worry if you haven't yet completed. So kindly complete the quiz as early as possible so that the next batch of certificate generation, you will get your certificate. I once again repeat, all the presenters waiting for their presentations, kindly share your details. Once all the presenters available in the platform have presented, we will close the session, morning session. So no permission will be given in the evening session, valedictory session. So we request everyone to quickly share your details in the chat box. Otherwise, you will lose opportunity for presentations. If your colleagues or friends or students, research scholars have registered, kindly inform them to immediately join and share the details immediately in the chat box. So we'll be starting our sessions. In the meanwhile, I request everyone, those who are waiting for the presentations, to quickly share your details in the chat box. Kindly be proactive. Do not wait us for you to invite each presenter individually. Without sharing details, you'll be missing your opportunity. Use chat box for all your queries and sharing details and wait for your turn. And send all the details in single message. That will be easy for us as well as for you. Yeah, Dharamveer, you can share your details in chat box. We'll get back to you. Make sure you send all the details as per the given format, which is also available on the screen. In single message. అప్పుడు కుచ్ Good morning, one and all. We welcome you all to the one-day international seminar on social work and sciences on occasion of World Social Work Day with the theme Buen, Vivir, Shared Future for Transformative Change, a Multidisciplinary Approach. As part of World Social Work Day, World Social Work Week, and World Social Work Month 2024 commemorations and celebrations organized in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing, and all the collaborators, including International Federation of Social Workers, Global Forum for Sustainable Rural Development, Pureth Foundation, EQ for Peace Worldwide Inc., USA, and Social Workers Professional Association of Andhra Pradesh, and SNRCE, and all other collaborators, along with international and national fraternity. We welcome you all once again to the World Social Work Day celebrations. As you all might be aware, we have been celebrating Social Work Day, week and month since past years, and we have been receiving good support from all our fraternity from across the world. That shows our university in diversity. Though we are from different places, different cultures, different regions, we are coming together every year to celebrate. And with the pandemic, we have seen unprecedented losses at a personal level, at a social level, at a psychological level, at an economic, financial level, and at various levels, including academic levels. We lost academic year also as part of the prevention program and remedial measures to contain COVID-19 pandemic. But in the process, we also learned so many lessons and we leveraged the benefits of technology, and we could overcome the challenges to a certain extent. As part of this, we have also initiated various initiatives, as it has taught us lesson that no matter how much technology, how much resources, how much money you have, you are always dependent on the nature. So we need to protect the nature, as this year is also, this entire decade is dedicated to the decade of restoration. That means we are almost on the verge of destruction to the point of where the restoration cannot be possible. Even if that is possible, that will not compensate the extent of damage that has caused by the human beings through various human activities. So in such a scenario, such a situation, we all need to coexist in harmony with the nature, environment, and sustainable development. So that's why we have been organizing various programs in hybrid mode, wherever there is a possibility of offline and online, because online there is a provision for cutting through the barriers and joining us from our own homes, offices, workplaces, colleges, institutions, maintaining social distance and also practicing health and hygiene. And also, as we have seen, pandemic and post-pandemic, we all have been going through the financial crunch. And we lost many of our family members, friends, colleagues, and also our community members to the pandemic. And it has been a burden. And we have seen across the world that many people have got into the poverty range. So to make it accessible, affordable to everyone, the entire series has been kept free. So free registration has been provided so that everyone can take this opportunity to participate. To present also, it is completely free. And also to share this information, to reach to every nook and corner, it has been streamed live on YouTube. And also the recorded sessions are available. And it has been widely circulated on social media and various other platforms, making all the knowledge dissemination that is happening on the platform available for free for everyone. And this has been widely recognized as the largest and also the widest in the sense in its true multidisciplinary, transdisciplinary, interdisciplinary approach, where various disciplines are coming together to address the pandemic and also post-pandemic issues and various approaches, strategies towards achieving sustainable development goals. Thus, we are proud to say that with all your support, coordination, collaboration, that our program, the largest commemoration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, almost every day has been continuously is going on since the launch of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, that is almost 3+ years. And we are also continuously advocating. Even before that, we were organizing so many programs. Even after that, we will continue to do so. And as part of UN Sustainable Development Goals, 2015, we have set target as 2030, and we have hardly 6 years left to achieve our Sustainable Development Goals. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals, where we need to achieve them so that we all can live in harmony. So we are inviting our colleagues, partners, collaborators, academicians, practitioners across the world to disseminate their research work, their knowledge to everyone in the world through various platforms. So one such this platform, which is of international significance, have been successful in its own way, creating a bridge to fill the gap of knowledge, information through various presentations from scholars across the world. So today, on the occasion of World Social Work Day, we as social workers, because when we say we are the first responders, we have the utmost responsibility. So now, when we say we are the first responders, the first responsibility also lies with us. So when we are saying we are first responders, then we are the ones to first to get into action, either an action of creating awareness, either an action of taking some initiative, either it can be an action of outreach, either it can be an action of reaching out in whatever way we can, in whatever capacity we can. But is it really happening? Are social workers seen as a first responders, or social workers seen to be in action as a first responder wherever there is a need? That we all need to retrospect and rethink ourselves whether some incident, some accident happens. Are the social workers responding, reaching up to the accident to offer their services, to offer their help? Social workers are required everywhere, literally on the roads, because we see a lot of accidents happening. We see a lot of traffic jams happening. We need to create awareness on traffic sense, traffic rules. We see a lot of traffic violations that keep happening. It is not just the duty of government, or not just the duty of law enforcement agencies, not just duty of the judiciary system, not just the duty of correctional systems, that is jails and detention homes. It is also the duty of first responder to take up responsibility, either voluntarily or through self-employment or through employment, or if possible through entrepreneurship, by forming an organization. It may be an NGO, or it can be any form as a legal entity. There are multiple possibilities for getting into action, from creating awareness to creating an impact on individuals, on society, or on nation at large, or that can impact the entire planet. So with this, as the future of all depends on the change we are going to adapt now. It is not just your future, my future, or their future. It is our future, our shared future, because climate change is impacting everyone, not only just human beings, but plants, animals, not only just to the rich. And it is more affecting the poor. So, future belongs to everyone. And we have a collective future, shared future, and it has to come through transformative change with a multidisciplinary approach. Everyone has a role to play. Now, what kind of role each discipline is playing is what the focus of these celebrations or designations, for that matter, to be very specific on this seminar. Now, everyone has a role to play. Every discipline has a role to play. How that discipline is playing a role, what kind of strategy it is coming up with it for a sustainable future, for a sustainable development is what the focus, the theme of this one-day international seminar as part of social work celebrations is all about. So with this brief introduction, I would like to invite you once all for registering and joining us in this celebration. And before we proceed to our presentations, let's take the blessings of Almighty, and then we'll continue with the presentations. So those who are waiting for their presentations are kindly requested to share your details in the chat box. And we will be inviting the presenters as received in the chat box one by one on first come, first serve basis. So only those presenters who are sharing their details in the chat box only will be invited. So that message indicates that you are available in the platform in the seminar for your presentation. So all those presenters who are waiting for their presentations are requested to share their details in single message, topic, full name, and your designation, place where you are from, along with duration of your session to the host or co-host or to both, so that you can be invited. Kindly wait for your turn. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a panic mode. We will invite you as per the order. And without making your presentation, don't leave the platform. We will not be responsible and you will lose the opportunity. When we call, you have to unmute yourself, start your video, and start your presentation. Before that, make sure your mic, camera is working and PPT is working and opening in your system, and you are able to present. All the technical issues should be resolved by yourself, and make yourself available before you make a request. And once we invite you, you should be ready with the open PPT in your system, and you have to unmute yourself. You have to start your video and share your presentation. And do not close any forms that are visible to you, like registration form will be open till last session. That's where the participants who join the seminar will fill their details. Do not close that, because once closed, we cannot open it again. If you open it again, the data will be lost. So everyone has to fill it up again. So you will not get access unless and until you have been given access as co-host for your presentation. So whenever you are given an opportunity, only thing you have to do is you have to concentrate. You will be getting permission to unmute and to start your video and share screen. After that, if in the meanwhile, if you see any windows, kindly minimize that. Don't close it. And any such activities beyond that, if you are doing on the platform, it is all recorded in the platform. We can see the activities of various participants, hosts and co-hosts in the system. A log file will be there. Whoever is violating, they will be banned permanently on the platform for creating inconvenience to everyone. So don't do any such things. When you have given permission, use it responsibly, only to unmute yourself, start your video, and share your presentation. And immediately after your presentation, close your presentation. And after receiving your feedback, you can stop your video as well. So for security reasons, you cannot rename yourself. Always ensure that you are joining with your name as registered in the registration form. That will help the system to map your attendance. And you will be muted. You can use chat box for various communications. When invited, you can raise your hand so that we can see you in the list, and we can provide you co-host permission so that you can unmute, start your video, and share your screen. So with this instructions, we'll be moving on to inviting the presentation. So before that, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's session. So we once again welcome you all to the one-day international seminar. Now we will take up the presentations as per the presentation order. So the first presenter will be by Dharamveer Gautam. In the meanwhile, other presenters are requested to share your details in the chat box. We'll be calling as per the order in the chat box. And always when you are making presentation, kindly note down your timings of presentation that would be required in the feedback form. So immediately when we call you, you note down your timing. It will help you to enter in your feedback form. So Dharamveer, are you available? You can raise your hand. Okay, now you can unmute yourself. Start your video, audio, and presentation. And always let's create an attitude of gratitude. Start with gratitude and end with gratitude. Yeah, over to you, Dharamveer.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Happy Social Work
And
Month.
good morning, all of you.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I am Dharamveer, working as a medical social worker under child health in Panipat, Haryana. And I am masters in social work and sociology, PG diploma in mental health, diploma in nutrition and health education. And now I am working for the malnourished children, pregnant women, and lactating mothers for their counseling, their well-being. And today my topic is crime against women in India and what are the roles of social worker in prevention of crimes against women. As you know, women all over the world have been disgraced in many ways since the beginning of the time. For instance, women were not accorded same rights as their male counterparts. Moreover, women were not considered capable enough to make decisions for themselves. To start with, in a family, women had no authority. Women were confined to the four walls of the house, where their duty was just cooking meals, cleaning the house, taking care of the children, and the like. To add to their woes, women couldn't receive inheritance. Receiving education was a distant dream for a great majority of women. Few women who managed to step out of the house also faced discrimination, as their work was limited to areas like agriculture or handicraft, and even they were paid lesser than the men. Thus, women lived a life of deprivation, discrimination, and bias. Has the situation changed much today? Are women empowered domestically, socially, and legally? Well, a Malala in Pakistan or a Nirbhaya in India tells us otherwise. There is a report of NCRB in 2022 and 2023. The latest National Crime Records Bureau annual reports has revealed a disracing surge of 4% in crimes against women in India throughout 2022. This includes cases of cruelty by husbands and relatives, abductions, assaults, and rapes. The NCRB reports details a substantial escalation in reported crime against women, soaring from 371,503 cases in 2020 to 4,045 and 256 cases in 2022, as compared to 2021, which were 4,28,278 cases. The 2022 statistics marked a troubling increase. The report highlighted that a significant proportion of crimes against women under the Indian Penal Code IPC involves cruelty by husband or his relatives, kidnapping and abduction of women 19.2%, assault on women with intent to outrage her modesty 18.7%, and rape 7%, 7.1%. The crime rate per lakh women population rose to 66.4 in 2022 from 64.5 in 2021. Where different states stands based on data gathered from 36 states, union territories, and central agencies. The report titled Crime in India 2022 provides critical insights for lawmakers, governments, and stakeholders involved in policy formulation and analysis. However, the release of the NCRB reports faced a significant delay of at least 5 months. Traditionally published by July or August annually, this year's reports become public only recently. The report's finding extended beyond crimes against women, indicating a surge in crimes against children, senior citizens, scheduled castes, and scheduled tribes by 8.7%, 9.3%, 13.1%, and 14.3%, respectively. Additionally, economic offenses saw an 11.1% rise, corruption surged by 10.5%, and cyber crimes increased by staggering 24.4% in 2022. Moreover, concerning trends were observed in major cities like Delhi, Mumbai, and Bengaluru. Delhi recorded 14,158 cases of crimes against women. Mumbai saw 6,176 cases with a high 80.6% charge sheet rate, while Bangalore reported 3,924 cases with a 74.2% charge sheet rate. Uttar Pradesh registered the highest number of 65,743 cases of crimes against women under IPC and special and local laws. Maharashtra recorded 45,331 cases and Rajasthan reported 45,058 cases, each with varying charge sheet rates. This is a picture while whenever any crime happens with women, all women in all over the country together and protest in the large form, like in Nirbhaya case in Delhi. Millions of women were gathered on the roads with the candles. Nature of crimes: cruelty by husbands and his relatives, 31.4%, kidnapping and abduction, 19.2%, assault to outrage modesty, 18.7%. These are some datas. National average is 66.4. These are some datas before all of you. And case registered against crime, UP was the highest case registering and highest state facing the crime against women, then Rajasthan, then Maharashtra, West Bengal, and Madhya Pradesh. This is also some data's crime percent. Rape cases of 24% in city over 5 years. And in metro, if we talk about metropolitan city like Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, these are cities where the crime rate is very high. Sexual molestation. A data indicates in the print is a magazine which present this data. This is a high increase in the graph. Now there are different laws and legislations for the safety of women, like Immoral Trafficking Prevention Act 1956, the Dowry Prohibition Act 1961, the Child Marriages Restraint Act 1929, the Commission of Sati Act 1987, Protection of Women from Domestic Violence, DV Act, in short we called DV Act 2005, the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013. There are some sections of IPC, Indian Penal, from section 326A and 326B. Rape comes under section 375, 376, A, B, C, and D. Attempt to commit rape, section 376 and 511. Kidnapping and abduction, 63 and 373. Murder, dowry, death, abatement of suicide, like section 302, 304B and 306. Cruelty by husband or her relative, section 498A. Outraging the modesty of women, section 354. Sexual harassment, section 354A. Assault on women with intent to disrobe a woman, section 354B, stalking, importation of girls up to 21 years of age, section 366B, offenses related to marriages, cruelty by husband or her relatives, section 498A. There are some points like victims must be married woman or widow. She has been subjected to cruelty by her husband or her relatives. Such cruelty consisted of either harassment of women with a view of coerce her meeting a demand of dowry, a willful conduct by the husband or his relatives of such a nature as is likely to lead the lady to commit suicide or to cause grave injury to her life, limb, or health. That such injury inflicted either physically or mentally. There are some provisions in Indian constitutions like fundamental rights to equality. Indian constitution always talk about the equality before law for the women. Fundamental rights to equality before law, that is equal protection of law in India, Article 14, prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. However, Article 15.3 empowers states to make any special provision for women and children. Article 15, equality of opportunity in matters of public employment or prohibits discrimination on ground of sex. Article 16, and freedom to practice any profession or to carry out any occupation, trade, or business. Article 19, protection of life and personal liberty. Article 21, right to privacy. Article 21, right to property. Article 300A, political right. Women reservation in, for instances, in Panchayat PRIs. Article 15 of the Constitution allows special provision for women and children to be made for their welfare. Under the Legal Service Authority Act, women and children are entitled to free legal aid. There are ADR center in district courts. ADR center, there are male social workers and female social workers who counsel the women's suffering from advocates for them in the courts. And if we talk about in Haryana, in civil hospitals, there are Sukoon centers. Sukoon centers, in Sukoon centers, there are two counselors, male counselor and female counselor. They are, their qualification are masters in social work or sociology, suffering from crimes. They advocates for them in medical, like MLR, medical reporting, and they advocates for them in the courts also. What are the roles of social workers? Social workers provide counseling and support to women through shelter programs, individual counseling sessions, and advocating for women in court. Focusing on public policy allows social workers to promote programs and laws that address domestic violence. Social workers also have the knowledge and skills to help women manage the impact of domestic abuse. Those impacts can include long-term demands to their relations, damage to their relationship with their children, mental health, and parenting ability. Because they engage with an entire family, social workers may also work with the perpetrators, challenging them to change their behavior and connecting them with programs to help them accomplish that goal. There are many principles of social work, which are very helpful in during counseling of, like principle of individualization, principle of acceptance, principle of confidentiality, all that things which are put confidential, principle of resource utilization. Social worker provides different resources like free legal aids, like courts facility, like advocates facility for the women who are suffering from crimes. And thanks a lot, sir. Thank you, Ravindra, sir.
Yeah, congratulations, Dharamveer. Very well presented. You have quickly presented on various laws, acts, provisions available for the women to take the legal course, and also, the kind of violence. See, nowadays we see men and there is no much discrimination when we look at the cases, with the trials that are happening.
Yes, sir.
Then women are also
There,
equally
there are
domestic
there are
violence.
many amendments. Yes, sir.
So,
POSCO Act is also there nowadays, sir.
so it's
Yes.
not matter of women or men, but both have to, mutually, understand each other and have a cooperation, because it's not you or me, it's we
Yes,
together
sir.
always.
Yes,
So,
sir.
it's like two eyes of us. If one
So
eye
social
doesn't
workers are
cooperate with
also
other
playing a
eye,
good role, sir.
yeah. So we need to play,
Yes, sir.
especially because more and
Like
more
family
diverse
counselors,
cases
sir.
are coming.
Like, yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, very well presented.
They are playing
Congratulations.
very crucial role. Yes, sir. Thank you
Yes,
so much, sir.
thank
You are
you.
my inspiration, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Because of all your encouragement, only this keeps going, and do keep participating, presenting. Thank you once again for joining us. We wish you all the success for your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you, sir.
Yeah, you can stop sharing. In case of any queries or suggestions, feedback, you can continue to share in the chat box. Now I'm just reading out the list of presenters who have shared their details, so you can be ready. And those who haven't shared your details, kindly share your details in the chat box. This is just for reference. So the next presenter would be Faisal from Pakistan. Then Dr. Swati Rai, you have not shared your topic. Kindly share your details immediately. You have mentioned all the details except topic. So you will be the third presenter for the day. And then Dr. Taviti Tulsi, and then Sainya Khanna, then Satyendra Prasad, and then after that, Sunita Parekh, and Suhani Kalra, Simran Chopra, and Dr. G. Padmaja. So as per now, this is the list of presenters in the queue. So kindly keep sending your presentation request in the specific format we are sharing. We'll be maintaining the queue as per the list. After that, whoever is sending request now, you will be next in the queue. We'll be inviting one by one as per the queue order on first come, first serve basis. So now we'll move on to our next presenter. So Faisal, are you available? You can raise your hand from Pakistan. Climate change, or you can use chat box as well. Yeah. Now you can unmute yourself, start your video and presentation. Faizab Hussain.
Assalamu alaikum. Hi guys. wait for a while, so I can share my presentation.
Okay, please go ahead. Can switch on your video as well.
Uh, there is electricity problem over here, so if you can adjust.
You can switch on your video for a while. We'll take a screenshot, then you can switch off.
Okay, wait for a while. Wait for a while. Is it okay now?
You share it along with your PPT. For 1 minute, I will take screenshot. You keep your video on only. Your video is off now.
How to on both on same time?
No, you can keep video on only.
I have kept my video on, but when I'm opening my PPT, my video is getting off.
Okay. Okay, then go ahead with your presentation. So introduce yourself.
My name is Faizab Hassan. I am from Gilgit-Baltistan, northern areas of Pakistan. The topic I am going to represent is climate change. Here a question arises: why have I had chosen climate change? As we all know, climate change is one of the most famous, trending, well-known, and globally recognized issues. As I am a student of environmental sciences, so it's my responsibility to aware people from this issue. First of all, I will gonna tell you that what is climate change. Starting with this question, climate change is basically a change in global or regional climate pattern. For example, currently I am living in Pakistan, Peshawar, enrolled with University of Peshawar. Back in 2010-2008, the period of winter over here was from October to March, even to April. But now, if we can see the period of winter over here, it has been reduced from 6 to 5 months to only 3 months. Like the period of winter is from the mid of December to the end of February. So this is due to climate change. Now, what are the causes of climate change? The one of the main and the one of the most dangerous cause of climate change is greenhouse effect, greenhouse gases. What is greenhouse gases? Chlorofluorocarbon, NOx, SOx are the greenhouse gases. How they are contributing, they are causing climate change. Uh, we have uh, we have a molecule called CFCl, chlorofluorocarbon. When we emit this in the environment, CFCl react with UV radiation of sunlight, harmful UV radiation of sunlight. From there, chlorine uh, break their bond with carbon and fluorine, and chlorine become free radical. When chlorine becomes free radical, it is now highly reacted. Then it react with ozone and cause ozone layer depletion. Then we all know after ozone layer depletion what happened. It caused global warming. Global warming leads to rising sea level, extreme weather pattern, and loss of biodiversity. Renewable energy. I have linked renewable energy with this because now we are coming towards a type of solution that first of all, what is renewable energy? Renewable energy is that energy which we can derive from natural resources like from wind, from solar. By using these resources, like by using solar energy, by using wind energy, we can reduce the emission of carbon in the environment. If we can reduce the emission of carbon in the environment, it automatically will help us reducing the climate change. And by using transport, like I will explain this by an example. If we are living in a society and we are living 10 people over there, everyone have their own car. Everyone have and these car emit carbon. So on one hand, we have 10 cars. These 10 cars are emitting carbon in the environment. And on the other hand, what if we can use public transport, electric vehicle, or even cycles? And on one hand, we are like emitting carbon. from 10 cars, but on the other hand, we are using public transport, we are using electric vehicle, or we are using cycles, that can reduce carbon emission in the environment. And automatically, when we can reduce carbon emission in the environment, uh, we can reduce the chances of climate change in our region. Forest management. Preserving forest, wetlands, and marine ecosystem is vital for carbon sequestration and maintaining biodiversity. Conservation efforts are crucial in mitigating climate change. By managing forest, wetlands, marine ecosystem, we can like we can reduce the emission of carbon in the environment, and we can save our biodiversity and can mitigate our climate change. International cooperation and policy frameworks are essential in addressing climate change on a global scale. Like we have seen sustainable development goals, which were passed on in 2015, and their goal is to develop sustainable develop the earth uh, till 2030. So these are the works held happening on the global scale. Now, what is our role? Like, what is an individual role? Not a government role. What is our role? An individual role. First, we have to start wearing from our houses, like by wearing our mother, by wearing our father, by wearing our siblings, our neighbors. That is the main step. That is the first step by wearing our surrounding. Second, to spread awareness through social media. Everyone has social media nowadays. Everyone is using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all these social media platforms. So we have to aware people, we have to spread environment education through our social media platform. We can spread awareness by arranging seminars, by arranging like seminar like this, by arranging webinars, by doing survey, by arranging workshops. So these are the steps how we can like spread awareness among general people. And the main one of the other main step is to discuss this topic in our circle. Like if we are sitting in a serious environment, we have to discuss this topic. We have to tell our friends, our like our nearest one, our circle, that what are the disadvantages of climate change. First of all, we have to tell them that what is climate change. Then we have to tell them that the disadvantages of climate change, and it is affecting us, how it is mentally affecting us, how it is health affecting us by health. If I have to conclude, if I have to short my presentation, I will short my presentation on that point, that the main reason of climate change, the main reason of environmental problem is lack of environmental education. Like if a person knows what is bad and what is good for his environment, he will never contribute in climate change. In my point of view, deficiency of such education is the root cause of environment problem. Now, like it's our responsibility to promise ourselves that I will start awareing people. I will never contribute. I will never negatively contribute in climate change. If we will promise ourselves, so the day is not far that we will like from this small step, we will never contribute to climate change. And we all know by taking our individual step, like we have idea, drop make a river. So like by doing this, by taking step individually, inshallah, the day is not far when our climate will be stable. So that was pretty much of my presentation. Hope so you have get something. And if you have any question, you can you have any question according to my presentation according to climate change. So you can question me on uh, my Gmail account or my in Insta or on my LinkedIn account. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. I'm very grateful to you. Over to you. Signing off. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, congratulations, Faizal Hussain. Wish you all the success for your future presentations. So if any participants have any queries, you can use chat box to share your queries. So we will move on to our next presenter. As we have many presenters as per the registration, we'll quickly move on one by one. And we also request all the presenters to share your details. Then only we will be able to identify that you are available for the presentation along with your presentation details. And use the same format which we are sharing. Otherwise, you will only face difficulties in getting certificate. If you don't share your details properly, we cannot make a note here and you will miss your certificate. And again, you have to send all the details. So don't make things complex. Simply follow the instructions which we are giving to you. So next we will move on to Dr. Tavita Tulsi. Yeah, she is assistant professor. Sorry, associate professor. Department of Social Work, Sri Padmavati Mahila Vishwavidyalaya, that is Women's University in Tirupati. Madam, you can start your video and start your presentation as well.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. But I have no PPT.
Okay, ma'am, you can continue oral.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Today's, first of all, happy World Social Work Month ending day for all sir and delegates and all. Today's my topic is innovative social change in the society with relevance to social work practicum. So nowadays we see many struggles. Not only struggles, many problems in and around. Not only women, not only children, elderly. Where there is we go, there is problems. It is yeah, recently happening at Manipur incident and all. So the social work profession is very play them very excellent role to solve those problems where there is social professionalists play the role, their communication role or enabler role, liaison role, whatnot. All roles we play in proper way in individual and groups and community and so on. So we have very capable to work with the people which problems they are faced in any workplace or organized and unorganized sectors. We go there. Sometimes the clients also come with us for the solution of the problems, sometimes in online and offline. So that time we have very good methods and the social work methods, skills and principles, techniques, rules and all. We use an intervention based study the before and after what we will collect the data and we analysis them problem severity or if there is a knowledge levels, if there is a problem severity levels, we find out and we prioritize the problem before and we provide the counseling to them and then we again we find out them levels of their problems and knowledge levels and all. For example, if there is an alcoholic patient, the problem entire family disturbed and academically, socially, physically, and all around problems around them. Then that time we use them very good tools and home visit and we have some tools network map, eco map and all. We observe we identify the problem and we plan to how to deal with that problem and step by step. We planned and work out that situation. Slowly we frame the objectives related to session. Then we go for this intervention, counseling or treatment. Then slowly we change the attitudes of them problem faced persons. If there is a group, if there is an individual, if there is a family, we follow our methods and our process like we deal with the individual. So we use the proper process, casework process. Like first we go through the fact finding. Before that, we build the rapport with a very good communication skill and observation skill and interviewing skill. We through that skills we build the rapport and then we collect the fact finding and then we analyze the problem severity, means root cause of the problem. Then we deal with the problem through the counseling method. We have a family counseling process. The how to initial contact, how to construct the genome, how to find out the problem and how to deal with the problem. Then they are lead the happy life and their family life. So these type of method skills we have used the practicum to change the attitudes of the human beings. That much of credibility, that much of dignity, that much of worth and importance in our course. So students are very aware of this course to change them societies. Nowadays we see much emotions with in children, youth and couples and families, very disturbed and difficult situations. That much of problems we are only social workers deal with them smoothly. To we know very well the many professional course in our education wing, but social work is the difference between that, because we are sometimes we treatment to them psychological and social stigma also. We use our skills, our techniques, our tools. Then we solve the problem smoothly, change the attitude. Nowadays, if there is a physical problem, there is very good technology to find the problem. If there is a cancer, if there is some other problem, a heart problem, like there is a many technology to like echo and scanning, and then so many tests is there. But find the social worker, the psychological problem, there is another, no instruments. We have a skills, we have a methods, we have a techniques. Through the techniques, for example, the communication skill, very good communication, very smooth communication. We use that proper communication. We collect the information who are suffered a lot there psychologically without their permission. We didn't take the so that their information and confidential information. Then their permission, we take the information. Then we maintain the confidentiality principle, and we determine them their problem to very good plan, and the deal with the problem 2 or 3 or 4, that how much time taken this that problem, that much of time we maintain in our social professional theory to deal with that problems. If there is a family marital conflicts, if there is a family conflicts, the other suicidal conflicts, so many conflicts around us nowadays. That time we have no any, for example, a bag, like a toolkit, like a bag or some box and all. We have a knowledge, we have an thoughts, and yeah, but this is the noble thoughts of our course, social work course. So we have in our minds many skills, methods, approaches, different approaches, empowering approach, problem solving approach, not what not. All are very important for our where we are going to deal with the cases. So there is a social profession very important and useful for the proper way we use that problem is solution. Mostly some problems are eradication also. So that social work profession is very important. This course is very worthwhile course. The students students come forward to learn all those things from this course. It is very useful for the society. So when there is innovation ideas, noble thoughts we have with them, social work professional knowledge, then we remove them, we release them. So many psychological, social, and environmental, educational problems also we deal with smoothly, easily, so that the social work profession is the very best and very good profession where there is solve the social problems. Nowadays we observe many emotional problems at a family and in the society, at the education level, at not only judicial level, and almost all areas, many conflicts arising through the emotions, not controlled emotions for the human beings. But social workers always maintain these much of knowledge to maintain and solve the problems of these social work knowledge, like AAP, knowledge, attitude, practice, method also, model also we use. Before presented one professionalist. So energy, water, and waste. Waste not all waste. It is also useful. These type of problems also we deal with easily, smoothly to promote the good environment, good health, good relations, and balance of the psychological problems and all. So that social change is very important for it is we get it only for the social work professional course. So we have innovative ideas, thoughts, subject, we go through them, deal with all these problems in the society. So thank you so much for giving this opportunity, organizing the committee. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. As you belong to, especially Women's University, and we are seeing, a lot of problems, especially with women and handled by women. Now you are producing a lot of women social workers. So we just want to take a quick feedback from you, how you are empowering women social workers to handle these issues.
So there is we have methods, we have approaches. For example, one goal dropping, then the she is very go through the what is the panic stage. Then the social worker course, like we have approaches, empowering approach, problem solving approach. We apply them step by step to reduce or balance that problem. Then he come out that problem. Then she is live or live with normally in the society. For example, we have a women university. We have also so many problems as there, family problems and other problems at home and outside the home. So that time they are how to self-esteem their own, how to what about that their control emotions and maintain in proper way their work and all courageously to our professional course to wellness classes or provide to the counseling how to deal with their lives peacefully. So on quality, that is the benefit of the social work profession to counseling the people, that type of people when we are meet, when they are coming to us to these problems, then we deal with that cases through our social work knowledge.
Thank you, ma'am. There is one more query. How come students have live orientation of these problem solving? Are they taken to SHE teams or SAKI center, counseling center, or victim or jail or any such places? How these social work students are exposed to such situations or places, ma'am?
Sir, many our students go to the field work. These type of problems they are always faced. For example, behavior problems at a school level, dropouts or irregulars and other isolated problems or parental step parents problems and all, and other correctional setting and all they are deal with these cases. Their what their theoretical integration, what type of which they are learn the classroom theory to applying the field work wherever the problem identified, there is use their skills and methods and approaches easily solve the problem. To taken some time. Sometimes it is one session. It is solve the problem. Sometimes it is takes a little time. Sometimes it is takes 1 year also. Like that, they are applying that what they are learn in the classroom. They are applying in field level. They are solve their problems smoothly.
Thank you, ma'am, for patiently answering all the queries in chat box as well. So thank you. We wish you all the success, and you are really doing a wonderful job. First thing is you are encouraging so many girls and women to take up social work. that is a great initiative towards women empowerment, so that they can be part of the policy program as well as decision making process. And you are also active as part of Social Work Association, leading it. Congratulations, and we wish you all the success for your future. Thank you, ma'am, once again for joining us.
Thank you so much, sir. You are leading this very good program, World Social Work Day, the month, overall 19th to today, till today. I'm very happy. It is very good, excellent platform for us all. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. With all your support and our fraternity support.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
We'll move on to our next presenter. We have Dr. Swati. Kindly wait for your turn. We will invite you as per the order. Dr. Swati, you are available? See, kindly use the format as we are sharing. Otherwise, you will face the problems with the certificate. I am telling time and again, because we need to keep record of all the presentations. We are noting down the details. If you don't share the details, then it will be missed. And later on, you have to struggle to get it entered. So that's why we request everyone to share your presentation details in chat box. You type it in the text format. Don't send in different formats. Use simple text message. You can type it, copy and paste it. Yeah, Dr. Swati, you can unmute yourself, start your video and presentation with your brief introduction.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. You have to share your details. You are sending a PPT Word file. That is not the format. Now we are sharing the format.
Okay.
So that's why you have missed your turn.
Okay. Fine.
We have PPT.
Yes, sir.
You can open it.
I'm sharing my screen, sir.
Yeah, you can share, ma'am. You open your PPT in your system, then click on share screen.
Okay.
Select the window in which you can see the PPT.
Okay.
All the presenters, keep your PPTs open before you join or before you make a request. Immediately after we give you permissions, you can unmute yourself, start your presentation.
Can I start, sir? Hello?
You can't see your PPT, ma.
No, sir.
Have you shared it?
Yes, sir.
If you can't see, you can stop sharing and share it again.
Okay.
You have to go to Zoom and then click on share screen button after opening the PPT. Because in your system, you can only see the PPT. Only when you share that, others can see the PPT.
And actually, this is my first time.
So you have to practice. First time, you have to check it before the seminar itself.
Okay. Okay.
Now it has opened. Okay, continue.
Okay. Thank you. So, hello sir. My name is Dr. Swati. I am faculty in RDU University, Jabalpur. My presentation topic name is Social Work and Sciences. So, what is science? Science is a field of study. Technology is the things we use and operate to do something. सामाजिक शब्द समाज से आता है और समाज लोगों से बनता है. हम सभी मिलकर एक समाज का निर्माण करते हैं. हमारी सोच और जितना ज़्यादा गहन अध्ययन होगा और उसमें जितनी भी बुरी रुचि होगी, समाज उतना ही स्ट्रॉन्ग बनता जाएगा, जिससे सामाजिक कार्यों में रुचि बढ़ती जाएगी. समाज में लोग, उनसे जुड़ी हर चीज़, संस्कृति, विश्वास आदि सब कुछ आता है. सो अबाउट सोशल वर्क एंड वर्कर्स कि हमारे जो सोशल वर्कर्स हैं वो सोशली एक्टिविटीज़ करने के लिए कितने पॉजेज हैं, वो कितने एक्टिव हैं. तो साइंटिफिक मेथड बेहतर ज्ञान प्राप्त करने की संभावना रखती है, क्योंकि वो मानव जाति की जांच को सबसे शक्तिशाली रूप बनाती है. साइंस ने आज इतनी तरक्की कर ली है कि इसके यूज़ से सामाजिक कार्य में एक बढ़ती हुई ताकत बन जाना चाहिए. और here I would like to put forward my point of view, whether science came first or society. I think society invented science. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. I am lighthouse rather than lifeboat. I do not rescue, but instead help others to find their way to shore, guiding them by my example. The happiest people I know are those who lose themselves in the service of others. So, the role of a family social worker involves conducting assessment to identify the needs and concern of families, developing and in planning intervention plans or providing counseling and therapy service. They work closely with families to address issues such as parenting difficulties, domestic violence, substance abuse, mental health concern, child welfare, and crisis situation. Family social workers also collaborate with their other professional and community resources to ensure that families receive the necessary support and service to overcome challenges and improve their overall quality of our life. So there are types of social work की कौन-कौन से सोशल वर्क हो सकते हैं जिनके प्रति हम एक्टिवनेस दिखा के अपने सभी चीज़ों को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. तो यहाँ पे होगा कि चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट की हमें चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट पे ज़्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए. केस मैनेजमेंट, ये भी 2 टाइप से होते हैं. एक होता है माइक्रो और एक होता है मैक्रो. तो जो माइक्रो सोशल वर्क होते हैं उसमें आता है चाइल्ड वेलफेयर, चाइल्ड मैनेजमेंट, केस मैनेजमेंट, मेंटल हेल्थ, हॉस्पिटल, क्लिनिक, स्कूल्स और एल्डर केयर, एजिंग. और जो मैक्रो या मेसो सोशल वर्क होता है उसमें होता है पॉलिटिक्स और कम्युनिटी ऑर्गेनाइजिंग, रिसर्च, एवोल्यूशन, ये सारी चीज़ें उसमें इन्वॉल्व होती है. सो यहाँ पे कुछ हमारे सोशल वर्कर्स की फ़ोटोज़ यहाँ पे दी हुई हैं. तो कुछ-कुछ जो सोशल वर्क करने पे हमको अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है, वो है कि आपको क्या कहते हैं मेडिकल सोशल वर्क, जैसे अभी धर्मपाल सर हैं, वो आई थिंक मेडिकल सोशल वर्कर हैं। तो हमें ये अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है कि अगर हम एक अच्छी एक्टिविटीज़ के साथ अपने आप को आगे बढ़ाते हैं तो हमें इस फील्ड में भी काफ़ी सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिल सकती है। और हमें सोशल वर्क क्यों जॉइन करना चाहिए, उसके लिए ये है कि आपको 10 रीज़न्स मिल सकते हैं कि शुड स्टडी सोशल वर्क। यू विल लर्न हाउ टू मेक अ पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट, कि किसी भी इंसान पे आप किस तरीके से पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट डाल सकते हैं। आपको देखने के बाद सामने वाला इंसान भी जागृत होना चाहिए कि नहीं, मुझे भी ये चीज़ें करना है, या इससे एक पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट पड़ सकता है किसी के लाइफ पे। देयर आर many job opportunities. You can give uh, transferable skill that would need social work. It will teach you things you never knew about yourself. You will meet like-minded people, great opportunities. It teach you the true value of things. कि आपको एक किसी भी वैल्यू, अगर आप मन लगा के काम कर रहे हैं तो आपको हर चीज़ की वैल्यू होगी। द लेक्चर एंड लेक्चरर्स, कि आप जितने लोगों से मिलेंगे, आप जितना कम्युनिकेशन बढ़ाएंगे उस चीज़ में आपने और ज़्यादा, आपको उस चीज़ पे फोकस होगा और काम करने में अच्छा लगेगा। So thank you so much for listening me, sir. Thank you so much making me a part of your program.
Congratulations, Dr. Swati. What do you teach basically? You have not mentioned.
Actually, sir, I'm teacher, paramedical student.
Okay.
Uh, or I am a state coordinator of Mukti Foundation, president of Mukti Spartan Youth Welfare, who work on thalassaemic child. So we're providing blood and okay,
Yeah,
blood
okay.
donation camp,
Okay.
organized blood donation camps.
Okay. Do you have social workers coming
Yes,
into your center?
yes, sorry, sir.
Or do you have social workers working at your center,
Uh,
volunteering, working?
yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. Congratulations. We wish you all
Yes,
the
sir.
success.
I have a big team.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Next, we will move on to our next presenter for the day. In the meanwhile, if you have any queries, you can use the chat box to share your details. Now you can stop your videos, Swati. Now we have with us next presenters, Sainya Khanna. Sainya Khanna, are you there? You can raise your hand. Okay, now you can unmute yourself, start your video and presentation.
Good afternoon, sir. Am I visible?
Yes, ma'am. We'll start your presentation.
Yes, sir. I'll just share my screen. Just a moment.
And keep your video on while presentation.
Sure, sir. Just a second.
In the meanwhile, other presenters, quickly share your presentation details in chat box. Once all the presenters are completed, we'll close the session and we will rejoin at 6 o'clock. So don't lose the opportunity. 6 o'clock, we'll have only valedictory session.
Sir, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. Can you make it full screen?
Yeah, just a second.
Otherwise you can remove all those menus, sidebars, all those things.
Yeah, just a second. Is this better?
Yeah, now fine. Please continue.
Thank you. So can you still see my screen? Is there an issue?
No, ma, you can continue.
Okay. All right. A very good afternoon to all of you and a very happy social work month. I'm Saina Khanna from Delhi, from Amity University. And my topic for today is depression and anxiety disorders among the young adults of Delhi NCR. So I'll just be introducing my research study. So let's first talk a little bit about what is depression and what is anxiety. So depression, as defined by the APA Dictionary of Psychology, encompasses persistently low mood, diminished interest, and physiological symptoms like insomnia, weight changes, and fatigue, impairing various aspects of functioning. Anxiety, on the other hand, when we talk about anxiety as a symptom, involves a diffuse sense of fear and apprehension with accompanying physical symptoms like muscle tension and rapid heartbeat, often future-oriented and vague. Now, both of these disorders, anxiety and depression, are frequently co-occurring, which means that they frequently occur with one another in the same individual, which complicates their diagnosis and treatment. And this is one of the major problems facing our youth today. When you go and read the existing literature available on the matter, you will come to realize that one of the big problems that is facing our youth today is the, just a second, sorry. I think my screen is stuck. Yeah, sorry. Can you see the introduction slide now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So when we research about some of the biggest problems facing our youth today, we will come to realize that depression and anxiety are some of the biggest problems which our youth is facing today. So in order to explore this a little bit more, I tried to collect the data of 100 individuals living in the Delhi NCR region within the age range of 18 to 29. And I tried to measure the anxiety and depression levels among these young individuals to understand the correlation between both of these disorders, because as I mentioned, they are frequently co-occurring in nature. So moving on to some of the literature that is available on the subject presently, I'd like to cite a research by Jacobson and Newman in 2017. So Jacobson and Newman basically conducted a meta-analysis of 66 different studies which contained the data of more than 80,000 people. And what they concluded from this data was that there is a bidirectional risk factor. There are bidirectional risk factors found between depression and anxiety, which means that the presence of anxiety symptoms can often predict the presence of depression symptoms as well. So this supports my hypothesis that there can be a strong positive correlation between depression and anxiety. So moving on to the rationale of my study, why did I decide to conduct this study in the first place? So my reason for conducting this study was that being a young psychology student and interacting with peers of my age and interacting with the age group of 18 to 29, I came to realize that depression and anxiety are two words that I was very commonly hearing again and again. I was hearing people talking about depressive symptoms, anxiety symptoms, and even when I read the available researches and literature on the matter, I came to realize that this is actually one of the pressing issues of the youth today. So that is why I wanted to conduct this research, and I wanted to understand if there is a connection between the presence of anxiety and depression. So coming on to the methodology of my research. So as I already mentioned, the aim of my research was to assess the depression and anxiety levels present in the youth and to understand the correlation between both. And I hypothesized that there will be a significant positive correlation between depression and anxiety, which means that if there is an elevated level of depressive symptoms in a particular individual, there will also be an elevated level of anxiety symptoms. So my sample size consisted of 100 individuals residing within Delhi NCR region between the ages of 18 to 29, and my research design was ex post facto. Moving on to the description of the tools which I used. So the tools which I used for the measurement of depression and anxiety symptoms were the Beck Depression Inventory by Aaron Beck and the Hamilton Anxiety Rating Scale. Now, the Beck Depression Inventory is a 21-item self-report measurement, which basically gives you an estimate of the depression level or the severity of the depression level in an individual. And similarly, the Hamilton Anxiety Rating Scale is also a 14-item self-report scale, which gives you a brief idea of the perceived anxiety symptoms, the severity of the anxiety symptoms in an individual. So after collecting the data was collected via Google Forms. There was a Google form which was circulated among young individuals from Delhi NCR, which contained both the Beck Depression Inventory as well as the Hamilton Anxiety Rating Scale. And after collecting this data, I statistically evaluated this data using the SPSS, which is the statistical package for social sciences, and I obtained the descriptive statistics, which was the mean and standard deviation, as well as the Pearson correlation. Now, speaking of the results, my hypothesis was accepted. So I did find that in this particular sample, there was a strong positive correlation. The Pearson correlation value was 0.65, which means that people who showed in this particular sample, people who showed elevated depression levels also showed elevated anxiety levels. And the mean anxiety and depression levels were 18.74 and 18.88 respectively. So if we look at some of the prior studies and some of the prior literature available on the matter, we will realize that my findings are consistent with those researchers. As I mentioned, the Jacobson and Newman research before as well, there were bidirectional risk factors that were found between depression and anxiety. And what I found in my research coincides with that. So I found that people who depicted a higher depression level also depicted a higher anxiety level. And that was the result of my study. So my hypothesis was accepted. And thank you so much, all of you. Thank you, Ravindra sir, for this opportunity. I'm really happy to be sharing my research findings with you all. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Saina. Wish you all the success.
Thank you so much, sir.
Participants, if you have any queries, feel free to share in chat box. We'll move on to our next presentation. Next, we have Satyendra Prasad. Are you there? You can raise your hand or use chat box to respond. Satyendra Prasad, are you Prathmik Vidale? Are you Satyendra Prasad? Prathmik, are you Satyendra Prasad? Okay. You can unmute yourself, start your video and presentation. lot of background noise. You are not audible, ma. There is problem with your mic. If you are using headphones, you can unplug it and try it again.
Yes, sir.
Now we can hear you.
I am sharing the screen.
The meanwhile, other presenters keep sharing your details in the chat box. If you need some time, we will. Hello?
Yes, sir. Sir, I am adding another ID because of some technical issue, so that add Satyendra.
It's also the same ID.
Satyendra, engineer, ER Satyendra. Hand raise, I am hand raise. I have technical issue.
Okay, just a second. Now you can try from other ID. Yeah, you can start your presentation. You can start your video and start presentation. Which place you are from?
Hello, are you audible, sir?
You are audible. You are from which state?
UP.
UP. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, myself Satyendra, engineer Satyendra Prasad. I am director, Bolwana International Technology and Research Center. So I am going to present to develop 2 nanometer chip by Verilog programming and verify by text bench programming. Basically, this is helpful for these are the outline. So introduction, literature review, research web, methodology, finding, discussion, conclusion, references. So basically used for the social worker. The 2 nanometer chip is helpful for the people. So I'm going to brief introduction about the 2 nanometer chip to help the social worker. So it is a very small and carryable at the working places, and then any issue happening on the working place. So it detect and analyze through this 2 nanometer chip, and then work and then resolve the problem. So that's basically theme of this 2 nanometer chip. So so this term 2 nanometer chip is introduced by IBM company. It is a very small chip, so carry by the workers on the any working places. So that these are the brief introduction. So Yet this is a very small size. So due to this small size, it's consumed so small energy and easily carryable and enhance the technology. I will also use the lab programming to conduct the chip, and then the text-based programming for verify. So now the literature review. The first time 2022 TSMC plan to bring the risk 2 nanometer chip produced and finally into 2023 to produce the bulk mask. So this chip is basically verification and logic real by VHDL programming and cadence hardware designing. This is also IEEE standard and also environment helpful to produce a few noise, almost no noise. So methodology to use the designing the chip. The parameter of the chip set the different data value and input binary and hexadecimal. Also the ASIC value and then binary to decimal and decimal to hexa value to understand the easily helpful for the workers. So now easily this chip is verifiable and then easily feasible for every people. So if people has low knowledge on the working process, then people use this chip to analyze your problem and solve the problem. So finding this finding. So basically after that, the chip manufacturing and designing to verify the EDA playground software, and then the programming by Verilog, and then test bench programming for verification, and get these are the output in the binary and hexadecimal file on the internal structure of this chip. Discussion. The shape and size of the chip is very small, so that easily carry in different places and enhance our working skill to not loaded by the workers. And then this chip is helpful to the detect the future and previous happening data, and then next what to do the planning. So that's is helpful for the workers on social place. So concluding that there is a positive way to enhance the our social worker technology to motivate and always energetic to to enhance our work and working places. So it's helpful. So that now these are the references. So thank you. I will give the another topic for presentation. So shall I start, sir?
Have you shared your details?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But where are the details? Only one topic you have shared, no?
No. After that, next I will share the second topic. You can check and tell me. I'll share both topics.
Only one topic we received.
No. I will share the next topic. This 1.5 nanometer chip, and just below the sharing my topic. So that only share the topic.
No, this presentation is about.
Yes, sir.
This is 2 nanometer chip. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then the next presentation is 1 nanometer chip.
1.5 nanometer chip.
Okay. Okay, you can continue. You again, after your presentation, you share that message, different message.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Again,
sure.
Problem.
Sure, sir. I will do it definitely. Is this visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
So now again continue to develop 1.5 nanometer chip by Verilog programming and verify by the text-based programming. So that these are the introduction, literature review, research gap, methodology, finding, discussion, conclusion, and references. So basically introduction, the next generation of the smallest size to introduce by myself to develop the 1.5 nanometer chip to help the social workers at a time of working places. These are the enhance the future like artificial intelligence type thinking, and then minimize the time of requirement to the worker, or help the how to resolve the problem in minimum time. So that's it's a chip is help to solve the problem like that. So basically, text bench is used for the verification purpose of the internal structure, hardware structure, and then Verilog programming used for the verification and running process for the chip. So literature review, these are the after introducing a 1.2 nanometer chip. This is the next generation of 1.5 nanometer chip developed by myself in my laboratory. So that's it is a IEEE basic standard and follow the every instruction of the 2 nanometer chip, and then it's consume the less area to acquire and make the every document verification by this chip. So now these are the research. So that's a technology node specification, power consumption and thermal management, designing automation, single integrity. So these are the research we have to resolve by this chip. So basically, EDA tool also the help to run the program of Verilog, and then also text bench. Low power energy is consume the low power energy, and then regular compliance. So that's if there's so many chip is after sometimes is destroy and then not working properly, but it's a backup process to revive this our own work. So MATLAB for designing chip. So super nanometer chip designing the chip, the working process of the chip, and if any worker want to do the working process, enhance the quality of the product and the different mutual understanding. So it solve the problem. Finding issues. So these are the output of the hardware and NVIDIA playground in binary and hexadecimal form. So that's analysis of the data of the workers. So these are the discussion. Size is so small, and energy is also consumed so small. And then working performance is so high, so that immediate get the response by this chip on the working cluster. So it's conclude that it's properly work on any power to give the provide the minimum power, and also that get the if provide the huge number of data like millions of data at one time, then quickly and processively and step by step provide the output. So that these are the differences. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Satyendra Prasad ji, which one is more efficient, 1.5 nanometer or 2 nanometer?
So, like one nanometer is 1.5 nanometer is also the sufficient than 2 nanometer chip.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But nowadays, the size has been decreasing and the efficiency has been increasing, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Efficiency in the calculation of the data. If you provide the huge data, huge number of workers in the chip, then immediate get the output by the process, and you can solve the problem of if the problem is very difficult and very lengthy, then solve the problem by this chip, by the help of this chip on the working place immediate. Yes.
Okay. So this is a prototype, or you have started production also?
Sir, it's a prototype. So we started product for in future. So it's a prototype.
Okay. Okay, congratulations. Wishing you all the success. Do you have any specific application intended for which you designed?
Yes, sir. So I have designed the. Hello.
Yeah, please
Yes,
continue.
sir. Yeah, I have designed the basically big chip like the OP551 that's is a working is a convert the amplification working as I like that Texas US. So that's it's a similar basis to enhance it in like that in the hardware DNA.
Okay. Okay, congratulations, and we wish you all the success. Participants, if you have any queries, you can share your details or feedback, suggestions in chat box. So, thank you, Satyendra Prasad.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, we'll move on to our next presentation. Next, we have Sunita Parikh. You have two IDs. Which one you would like to use, ma'am? Sunita Parikh. You can raise your hand. We see there are two names. Yeah, now you can unmute yourself, start your video and presentation. Yes, Sunita, you have been granted course permissions. You can unmute yourself, start your presentation. Do you have PPT, ma'am? You have to unmute yourself and share your PPT quickly. And other presenters waiting for your presentation, kindly share your details in chat box. So after this, we have Suhani Kalra, Simran Chopra, Dr. G. Padmaja, Vaibhav Malik. Vaibhav Malik, you have to share your complete details. You just shared your topic. Abdul Ghani, Dr. Taper Chandra Gupta. Anyone else waiting to share your details? Quickly share your details in chat box in the specific format. We have been sharing the format. You copy that message and enter your details in that format and share it to co-host, share it to host or the coordinator. Yeah, ma'am, you can start your presentation. We can't hear you. You are not audible, ma'am. You can check your audio settings. You are still not audible. Maybe you can remove any headphones or any applications if you are using. Or you can increase the volume to maximum and check. Make sure in your audio settings you are connected to default microphone and speaker. You are still not audible. Just above the next to mic symbol, you can see arrow mark. Next to mute unmute button, mic, there will be an arrow mark pointing upwards. You can click on that. In that you can see if there is other option in mic, select a microphone. You can try selecting other, and maybe that can work. See same as system, or if any other microphone is there, you can see that list. You can select alternatively and check if it works. Or if you have any other audio, headphones, you can try connecting it and use headphones. Okay, I'm giving permissions to other ID also. You can use audio from that. You can mute this and use audio. You can switch on mic on that device and you can start presenting.
Yes, sir.
You have to mute one to avoid echo.
Now it is okay?
Resound is coming. You have to switch off that speakers from that device.
Now is it okay, sir?
Now it's fine. Please continue.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot. So, good afternoon, one and all. I myself, Sunita Parikh. I am from Jaipur and I am working as a chief librarian at Pune University. I have 20 years of experience. I am going to just tell you about that common problem, that is plastic. That is not everyone know about it, but we are not following the all precautions to use this plastic, a great enemy of nature. So my topic is plastic pollution, nature's a big enemy of nature. So as we know, God is a great creator. God has created everything for the word's sake, for entire living things. Beside this, everything that man created are all not safe for nature, like atom bomb, and the plastic is not useful for all of us. Without thinking about its use caused harm to him or nature. Plastic is one of them, whatever man made, he did it knowing about the consequences of its use and that become a big enemy of him. one of the most important environmental issue of our day is plastic pollution. Plastic has permeated every part of world due to its existence, use, and presence in our daily lives. Devastating ecosystem, wildlife, human health. In this research paper, we examine the negative effect of plastic pollution and purpose of coordinated approach of lesson, eventually do away with or realize on this dangerous substance. In last 4 years, close to 100 animals have died due to garbage consumption in Rajasthan. As per data submitted by Rajasthan government in State Assembly, which was accessed by India Today, close to 1,000 bovine animals, including cows, have died in the last 4 years due to consumption of garbage. In newspaper daily, we used to read that so many cows are died due to plastic, and we throw the or garbages in with plastic or eating eatable items with plastic. So animals are very used to them eating them with plastic. So it is very harmful for them. See the image. These are all images of plastic. See, we have not also we also thrown the plastic and see the images. How turtle. This is also plastic. The teeth of plastic, that despite being praised for its ease of use and adaptability, plastic has ironically come to represent environmental determination due to its endurance. Plastic that has been dumped can linger in the environment for generations, building up in landfills, rivers, and seas. And research indicates that more than 8 million metric tons of plastic are thought to reach the ocean each year, endangering marine life severely. Or addiction of plastic has disastrous effect in marine life, from ingesting microplastic to becoming endangered in plastic detritus. In addition, plastic pollution has an influence in our human health. Common problem in every family, one cancer patient is also diagnosed with cancer. So the plastic is the main problem with this disease. So we have to protect our nature to use this plastic. प्लास्टिक तो यूज कम करना पड़ेगा हमें we should use them in limited. We have to use carry bag, like we go for shopping, we have to use this cloth bag, and plastic, you see if you see around you, more than 10 items you will find that plastic. It is very harmful. So everyone have to solve this problem and stop using the plastic. It's a global issue. Businesses, governments, and individuals all have part of play. Simple lifestyle adjustment can have a big impact of individual basis. One may lessen their environmental impact, help create a cleaner, healthier world by consuming less single-use plastic, choosing reusable alternatives, and disposing plastic waste responsibility. So I just want to say that no need to save property for your family, no need to save money for your community. Just save environment, save so that they can breathe, they can survive their life, so they can earn money themselves. But you are living for the good environment, they can survive and they can do everything. So thank you very much. I know it's a very common issue, but I wanted to just discuss with you. And thanks a lot the organization committee. So they have given me the chance to present this presentation. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. You can switch on your video. We'll take a screenshot.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, actually, the solutions for various big problems are very small only. No, it's all within our hands only. But what we do, we are not very conscious about the use. So that is a problem. We know that these are simple solutions. Like the immediate thing, what we can do is reuse it. Don't use single plastic. First thing is we have to take pledge that we are not going to use any single use plastic. Use plastic because that has become part of life. Try to find alternatives. If you still can't find, you use plastic, but use it again and again. So reusable plastic, you use it so that you do not dispose. Every time you dispose a plastic cover or a plastic bottle, you are generating a lot of waste. So try to avoid that, and that will help, all of us, and especially milk packets. Those are recyclable. Don't dispose it in the garbage. Collect it and properly give it to one who recycles it. Right? In that way, you can help recycling products, and you can reuse also. And you can put to alternative uses, like if you want to grow some plants instead of buying some plastic pots, you use that cover, fill it with mud, and try to grow some small plants which can be consumable as leafy vegetables, or it can give some flowers which can increase the ambience in your at your home or office. So try to think innovatively, creatively, and instead of disposing it in an unsafe manner, try to utilize it in a better way. Try to recycle it in a better way. So thank you, ma'am, once again for bringing this topic on this platform. Congratulations, and we wish you all the success. We'll move on to our next presenter. So if there are any further additions, contributions, you can feel free to share in chat box. Okay, next we have with us Suhani Kalra. You can raise your hand if you are available. Suhani Kalra. Yeah, now you can unmute yourself, start your video, audio, and presentation.
Yes, so just a second.
Meanwhile, other presenters, quickly share your presentation details in chat box.
Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
Shall I start?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Suhani Kalra. I'm a student of Amity Institute of Psychology and Allied Sciences, and I'll be presenting my research paper on the topic relationship between attachment styles, social media addiction, and alexithymia among young adults. Here's the agenda for today's presentation. If we talk about alexithymia, the term was coined by Dr. Peter E. Stephanos in 1972. It has gained global attention in psychiatry and psychology. It signifies a cognitive affective deficit leading to challenges in identifying and expressing emotions, often linked to restricted fantasy life and externally oriented thinking. Initially studied in the context of specificity theory, it is now recognized as a personality trait. It is now recognized as a personality trait posing difficulties in differentiating feelings from bodily sensations and communicating emotions effectively. Researchers and practitioners are intrigued by its complexity and implications for emotional well being. Social media addiction is characterized by compulsive engagement with platforms, often to the detriment of daily life. It involves symptoms like preoccupation with social media, increased time spent for satisfaction, and using it to cope with stress. Difficulty in controlling the usage can lead to withdrawal symptoms and conflicts in work or studies. This highlights the need for awareness and interventions to mitigate the impact. Attachment, as described by McLeod in 2017, is a robust emotional bond that fosters a close connection between individuals. Bowlby, a prominent attachment theorist, emphasized its enduring nature, beginning in infancy and persisting into adulthood. Key features of attachment includes unwavering trust, comfort and proximity, and proficient emotional regulation, crucial for maintaining stable relationships throughout life. The interplay between attachment styles, social media addiction, and emotional regulation has garnered increasing attention among researchers and mental health professionals. The purpose of the study is to understand correlation between attachment styles, social media addiction, and alexithymia among young adults. Following are the review of literature that shows direct relationship with our variables, like between the variables. Rationale of the study. Existing studies highlight correlation, but causality between a social media addiction, attachment styles, and alexithymia, it remains unclear. Further research is necessary to determine if social media addiction drives changes in attachment styles and alexithymia or vice versa. Research has overlooked moderating variables like gender, culture, and personality traits, which could influence the relationships between social media use, attachment styles, and alexithymia. Investigating these factors is crucial for a comprehensive understanding. The underlying mechanisms linking social media addiction, attachment styles, and alexithymia are poorly understood. Future studies should explore mediators such as emotional regulation, interpersonal relationships, and coping strategies to elucidate these pathways. Most research has been conducted in Western contexts, limiting the generalizability of findings. Cross cultural studies are needed to explore how cultural differences influence the relationship between social media usage, attachment styles, and alexithymia, considering variations in social norms and communication patterns. Methodology. The aim of the research is to measure the correlation between attachment styles, social media addiction, and alexithymia among young adults. Objectives and hypothesis of the study includes that there will be a significant relationship between alexithymia and attachment styles among young adults. There will be a big relationship between social media addiction and alexithymia. Same goes with attachment styles and social media addiction. Variables of the study includes alexithymia, attachment styles, social media addiction. These are the three variables. If we talk about research design, this study employs a quantitative correlational research design to investigate the relationship between attachment styles, basically all the three variables. The study utilizes Bourgeon's social media addiction scale, Toronto alexithymia scale, that is TAS 20, and the relationship questionnaire to assess attachment styles, social media addiction, and alexithymia among young adults. Employing a quantitative correlational research design, it systematically collects, measures, and analyzes data to investigate the relationship between the three variables. This design allows for generalizing findings to the broader sampled population, enhancing understanding of the interplay between attachment, social media behavior, and emotional expression among young adults. The sample size of my study is 234 participants, which includes 117 males and 117 females. Sampling use is convenient and snowball. For inclusion criteria, the participants aged between 18 to 26 and of Indian nationality and fluent in the participants who were fluent in English were chosen. For the exclusion criteria, individuals aged below 18 and above 26, and those who are not Indian nationals, and participants who are not fluent in English or well versed in English were excluded. Discussion. So, fearful, avoidant, and dismissing attachment styles positively correlates with alexithymia, while secure attachment demonstrates a negative correlation. There is a significant positive relation between social media addiction and alexithymia. This suggests that individuals with higher levels of social media addiction tends to exhibit higher levels of alexithymia. Positive correlation also exists between social media addiction and fearful as well as avoidant attachment styles, with a negative correlation with secure attachment styles, suggesting attachment styles impact on susceptibility to social media addiction. In conclusion, this study sheds light on the intricate relationship among attachment styles, social media addiction, and alexithymia in young adults. The findings confirm hypothesis by revealing positive association between insecure attachment styles and alexithymia, as well as between social media addiction and alexithymia, with highlighting a negative correlation with secure attachment. These results emphasize the enduring influence of early attachment experiences on emotional development and functioning, as well as the potential impact of excessive social media use on emotional well-being. Understanding these dynamics can inform targeted interventions to promote secure attachment and healthy digital habits among young adults, thereby enhancing their emotional resilience as well as their well-being in today's digital age. Thank you so much. That's it for my presentation. These are the references. Hello.
Yeah, you can stop sharing, no?
Sure.
Yeah, congratulations. Wish you all the success.
Thank you so much, sir.
Participants, if you have any queries, you can feel free to share in chat. So we'll take it up later on after all the presentations gets completed. So we'll move on to our next presentation.
So there's one query. Can I ask?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Can I leave the meeting as I'm supposed to go somewhere? So will it be fine if I leave the meeting or not?
You don't need any participation certificate?
I need the participation certificate, of course.
Then only if you participate, you will get it. That's
Okay,
up to you anyway. Presentation, you will
No.
get it as per
Okay.
your convenience.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, next we have Simran Chopra. And now you can unmute yourself, start your video and presentation, ma. Yes, Simran, you can unmute yourself. See, this is an international platform and we have participants from all across the world. So try, though we encourage, native languages or mother tongue languages, but what happens when you are presenting, when we have such an international platform, try to use bilingual language if you're not so comfortable. But anyway, there is no one here to criticize you. This platform is to support everyone and promote everyone who is genuinely interested in sharing knowledge, following the rules and regulations. So try it, though English is now very much required, but at least when there is a diversity where we have different kind of people, so always try to use language, or even if you are comfortable, you can use bilingual. Most of the content, make sure you are delivering it in English. And if you face any difficulty in getting some word, you can use your own language. But if you are doing it for your college, university, always try to present in English. Because they might accept, they might not accept. Again, that is another issue. So, because all the sessions are live on YouTube, and for future reference also they are available. So make sure how your institution, takes it. Yes, Imran. You can unmute yourself, start your video presentation.
Yes, sir. Is my screen visible?
Ama, you can make it full screen.
Sure, sir. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Simran Chopra from Amity University, and I'll be presenting my research paper on the topic, the relationship between maternal parenting styles, imposter feelings, and self-esteem among young adults. Here is the overview for today's PPT. So, before we begin, we must know that parenting practices have received much attention in developmental psychology as important factor determining a person's psychological health. Researchers studying the complex dynamics that build personality and emotional resilience have focused on the importance of early interactions between parents and their children, particularly the maternal figure. This paper therefore explores the complex relationship between self-esteem, imposter syndrome, and maternal parenting approaches. According to Joseph and John in 2008, they revealed that parenting style has been shown to have a significant impact on a child's development. A child's socio-emotional development is impacted by the parenting style that their family uses. And following are the reviews of literature that shows a direct relationship between our variables. Given the significance of maternal parenting styles in shaping children's psychological well-being and prevalence of imposter feelings among young adults, it is essential to investigate the potential relationship between these variables by examining how different maternal parenting styles during childhood relate to our self-esteem and imposter feelings in young adulthood. This study aims to provide valuable insights into the long-term impact of early caregiving experiences on individuals' psychological adjustment and professional functioning. Moreover, the identifying specific parenting practices associated with lower imposter feelings and higher self-esteem can inform the development of preventive interventions and therapeutic strategies tailored to support young adults in overcoming imposter syndrome and fostering healthy concept. Talking about the methodology, this study aimed to explore the relationship between maternal parenting styles, imposter feelings, and self-esteem among young adults. The study had the following objectives and hypotheses. Hypothesis 1 was that there will be a significant relationship between maternal parenting style and self-esteem among young adults. Second, there will be a significant relationship between maternal parenting style and imposter feelings among young adults. The third one was that there will be a big relationship between self-esteem and imposter feelings among young adults. Fourth, self-esteem will serve as a negative predictor of imposter feelings, as a significant predictor of imposter feelings among young adults. The variables of the study are maternal parenting styles, imposter feelings, and self-esteem. For the inclusion criteria, participants aged between 18 to 26 years of Indian nationality and fluent in English were chosen. Now, for the exclusion criteria, we didn't include individuals below 18 or above 26 years of age, those who are not Indian, and participants who are not fluent in English. Excluding these groups helps us maintain the consistency and reliability of our data. For the research design, 110 participants ranging from 18 to 26 years were recruited through random sampling. The parental bonding instrument, Rosenberg self-esteem scale, and Clan's imposter scale were used to measure the variables. This study employs a quantitative research design utilizing numerical systems to quantify variables and statistical models to interpret relationships. It utilizes correlational research to observe relationship between variables without researcher intervention and regression analysis to predict variations in outcomes. Following were the results of my study. The results show that maternal care and self-esteem are positively correlated. That is, the higher the maternal care, the higher will be the self-esteem. Whereas maternal care and imposter feeling shows negative correlation, that is, that the higher the maternal care, the lower will be imposter feelings among the young adults. Maternal overprotection, on the other hand, shows a direct negative relationship with self-esteem and positive relationship with imposter feelings. Self-esteem and imposter feelings share a negative correlation. That is, the higher the self-esteem, the lower will be the imposter feelings among young adults. This study aimed to explore the relationship between maternal parenting styles, imposter feelings, and self-esteem among young adults. The variables selected were due to the limited exploration, especially in the Indian context, necessitating an understanding of cultural coping mechanisms. The study utilizes quantitative methods employing correlational and regression analysis. The data acquired validates and accepts all the 4 hypotheses of the paper. Perceived maternal care positively relates to self-esteem and negatively correlates to imposter feelings, while maternal overprotection negatively correlates with self-esteem and imposter feelings. Moreover, self-esteem significantly correlates with imposter feelings, serving as an important predictor of the same. In conclusion, the study on the intricate dynamics between maternal parenting style, self-esteem, and imposter feelings among young adults. The findings affirm the significant influence of maternal care and overprotection on self-esteem and imposter feelings, emphasizing the importance of supportive parenting practices while mitigating overprotective behaviors. Furthermore, the observed negative correlation between self-esteem and imposter feelings underscores the interconnectedness of these constructs, highlighting the need for interventions targeting the imposter phenomena to boost self-esteem and psychological resilience among young adults. Thank you.
Congratulations, Silvia. Wish you all the success.
Thank you, sir.
Participants, if you have any queries, please use chat box to share. If any on presentation, we'll later on take it up. So next we have with us Dr. G. Padmaja. Are you there, ma'am? Can you use chat box or raise your hand? Dr. G. Padmaja. And now you can unmute yourself, start your video and presentation.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Dr. G. Padmaja. I am working as a lecturer in Department of Social Work, Sri Padmavati Women's Degree and PG College, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. At first, I thank you, Dr. Ravindra sir, for giving me this opportunity, and my best wishes to all the social workers on the eve of the Social Work Month. Actually, today, I want to give only a brief orientation of my experience as a social worker and what is the paradigm shift in social work profession. Actually, social work profession is under paradigm shift through technology. So today I am going to concentrate on technology, how this modern technology has influenced the life of the social worker. The new ways of thinking whereby theory, practice and research are viewed as integrated continuous interplay may be defined as a paradigm shift. So this emerging paradigm shift and epistemological change in social work, simultaneously it impacted and identified transformation that we call it as a role shift. Here, not only in our India, the entire world, the social workers should adopt a set of skills and knowledge required to use this technology in the professional service. Besides, the National Association of the Social Workers and the Association of Social Work Boards have adopted uniform standards for practicing this technology in the profession. So social workers, in order to use this technology, they should adopt certain international standards in their practice. And the electronic communication that facilitates easy access to information, referral, advocacy, counseling, and networking. So these are the areas where we can use this electronic communication. And beyond that, social work education is in conflict with the cross-cultural ideologies because most of the social work professionals and also the stakeholders, all of us have some stereotypic thinking. So this stereotypic thinking is in cultural conflict with the modern technology where we need to access to new methods of work and new methods of intervention. And the important thing is educating the social work students. Without these present developments, changes and innovations in the professional practice will definitely handicap the students when they enter into the professional practice and employment. So for this, in the Andhra Pradesh state, the higher education board is there. Andhra Pradesh State Higher Education Council. It has adopted social work as a skill development course to all the science subjects. Also, the students have to opt this MDC course. This MDC is a compulsory course for the science students. So each and every science students, whether they belong to botany or zoology or computer science or statistics, whatever it may be, they come to the social work department for this course. This is a 50 marks course and we will just educate them what is social work, how the social workers are useful to the society and what are the various aspects included in it. So this sort of education will just give a good idea of the subject and also about the society and the problems. And here, in this context, I would like to give you certain 4 elements regarding this technology. What are the various areas where we can use this technology in the social work? If we say that point, in all the areas we have to use, wherever, what are the fields of the social work? We all know the fields of the social work. In all those fields, we have to use this modern technology. First, there are social worker blocks. There are political social worker blocks, social work career development blocks, social worker helper blocks, regarding social movements, cell phone, email, World Wide Web blocks, service delivery at healthcare, World Wide Web's email, telephone, video conference, and in social action, information and communication technology, and online social work information, web-based or satellite television, online courses, online video lecturing. And now we are in the Zoom meeting, online meeting for the social workers, and human resource management and technologies, job portals, career websites, video conferences, email applications, and social networking, internet sites, social networking sites, information packs, and social work. Regarding social work education, some universities are also offering distance education. See, these are the areas where the social workers should have a tremendous knowledge regarding this technology in the modern world. In this context, I would like to share my experience in this platform that I have worked with Tata Institute of Social Sciences on a project, Sex Work Dynamics Among Female Sex Workers in India. I have worked for the state of Andhra Pradesh in Visakhapatnam and Anantapur districts. So here, as a professional social worker, I have noticed a number of modern methods of the work which are unaware to the social worker. Generally, in the class environment, when we teach social problems, we teach prostitution is also one of the social problems. So what is prostitution? What are the various causes of prostitution? And how to prevent this prostitution? These are the general topics we discuss with the students. But when I have taken my students in this project, nearly 5 to 6 students, and they have worked with these sex workers. Here, what is the main concept here is identifying modern sex dynamics. We are of the view that prostitutes can be identified in brothel houses or street prostitutes or some other category. Only basically when I went into this project, I am of the view like that only. But once I have entered into this project, I was surprised how these sex workers, they are using modern methods of their work. So how they are using Facebook, how they are using Instagram, how they are using different websites for their sex work, how they have formed WhatsApp groups and all these through the modern technology only, by sitting in their houses only. Even not only the low class women, women of the poverty, but from the youngsters to the women, housewives to the youngsters, all the women who are involved in the sex work, they are harnessing this modern and new technology for their work. So if a social worker is not educated about all these, not only this, if you go to correctional setting also, we have to be aware of what are the various things that can be used in order to rehabilitate these people. For these sex workers, what are the various methods of rehabilitation of the government is, government adopts an outreach worker to these sex workers. This outreach worker, she takes training programs, and through mobiles and WhatsApp and Facebooks, they send messages to each outreach worker has 100 group of sex workers. So she educates them through this technology. That technology should be known to the social worker. So that the social work educator, they should be very much aware of all the internal aspects before working with the people, not only the sex workers, because I have gained knowledge on these, and there are number of issues. I can't share on this platform all the things that a social worker should know. I have conducted focused group discussions with the women. In that focused group discussions, how these women are capturing clients only through mobile. Beyond that, they don't open the mouth, they don't go out of the house, but only through this mobile and technology only they are doing this sex work. So we should know, as a social worker, we have to accept everything, and we should try to rehabilitate them, or we should say certain preventive measures to protect their health. That is the only thing. But education is very important, and in the recent education trend should also change more, especially regarding the social work, and the senior professors and also the senior professional social workers and National Association of Social Workers should devise more and more curriculum in order to more and more guidelines in order to practice social work as a good and excellent profession for the society. Thank you, Ravindra sir, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Padmaja ma'am, for your insightful session. Yeah, as you rightly pointed out, everyone is advancing in their technological use. So as an interventionist, we also need to focus and upgrade ourselves with latest technologies. Even in PRA, we can use satellite imaging and remote sensing. So now more and more technologies have come, which will help us and, equip with a lot of information, and that can simplify the process. As you rightly pointed out, You are always welcome on this platform. If you would like to share much more information, you can contact us. We can provide you many opportunities for the training for social workers as well.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Wishing you all the success and happy Social Work Day to you and your students. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I wish you the same.
Thank you. So we'll move on to next presenter. If you have any queries on this presentation, you can use chat box to share your details, feedback, suggestions. Next, we have with us Vaibhav Malik. Vaibhav, are you there? You can raise your hand or respond in chat box. In the meanwhile, other presenters, quickly share your details. We are coming to end of the list. We have few more presenters in the list. Yeah, Vaibhav, you can unmute yourself. Start your video and presentation.
Yes, sir. Just a second. Sir. Just a second.
There are many presenters who have registered. Kindly share your details in the chat box. Evening, we will not be able to permit any presentation. So try to complete before valedictory. After valedictory starts in the evening, no presentations will be allowed. So try to complete all the presentations before valedictory.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. 1 second, sir. Yes.
But we can't see you.
Yeah. Is my video visible?
Please
okay. Sure. So, hi everyone. I am presenting on the topic difference in introversion between elder and younger siblings. So, this was my research topic for my final year dissertation. And the main idea behind this was to find if there is only nurture-based differences or nature-based. So, like, introversion is a personality characteristic in which most of the times the nurture is an important factor as well as the nature. But the study mainly wanted to see, in the study, we wanted to see that if the nurture is more prominent than the nature of the person. So we basically had a questionnaire in which people filled the answers and they help take the answers of their siblings, elder or younger. And then we compared the answers, and in the broad spectrum of, we took like the sample size of 120 people, and it was snowball sampling. And we took the whole research, and I will take you to the result of the findings. So yeah, we took the whole information right here. We took the hypothesis. It was a null hypothesis that there will be no significant difference is what we started the research as. Then, okay. So in the scoring, we found that younger siblings are very slightly a bit more introverted than elder siblings, but there's no significant difference in that. So we can't exactly say that there's a major difference because we took the average and then it was showing that. But if we take like individual scores, it was not that big of a difference between elder and younger siblings. So in that case, it was not that major of a difference. So in this current study, we aim to explore the difference in introversion between elder and younger siblings. The sample for the study comprised of total of 128 young adults, 50 elder siblings, and 78 younger siblings, with the age range of 18 to 30 years old. The introversion scale was used as measure a measure of introversion level. So findings of the analysis reveal that the difference between the introversion levels between the elder and the younger sibling was not significant, Hence, the null hypothesis cannot be rejected. So this is all the research that we did, and these are the references. So that's mainly about it. So yeah.
Your slides are not moving, Ma. So what do you want to say with this presentation?
Yeah, so in this presentation, I wanted to mainly share the findings that I want to share that between introversion levels. So if we were able to find that elder siblings or younger siblings have like a major difference in introversion, we can help them find better career options for them and better suited lifestyle for them. So, but as the research was concluded as not a significant change, henceforth, we can't really go into forward details of that.
We are seeing, can you move your slides? It is on the title page only.
Oh, it's on the title page only. Oh, I'm so sorry. One second. Just presentation. Can you see the slide moving now?
No, it's still on the title slide. Can you take it to results or discussion? Or
yeah, one second. I'll share again.
Statistics.
I'm so sorry. Can you see the slide now?
Not yet, Ma. You can see the screen, your screen, but not slides.
Now is it visible?
Not yet, Ma.
Sorry, one second. Yes, I'm sure. Just a second.
Okay, no issues. You send your PPT to email as mentioned in the email.
Okay. It's now playing, I think. Just give me a second. I'm so sorry for all the delay.
In the meanwhile, next presenter, Abdul Ghani, be prepared. Are you available, Ma? You can raise your hand. Abdul Ghani.
Okay, so now can you see the home screen right now?
Yes, Ma.
Okay. Now I'm showing the report. Can you see that?
We can only see home screen.
Okay. Now is it visible?
Not yet. Anyway, no issues, no?
I'll forward you the PPT on the mail. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, you have to send your PPT.
Yeah.
So kindly use the format and share all the details.
Sure. Okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Okay. Congratulations, ma. Wishing you all the success.
Thank you. Okay.
Participants, if you have any queries on this presentation, feel free to share in chat box. We'll be moving on to our next presenter. Abdul Ghani from Pakistan. Are you there? You can raise your hand or use chat box to respond. Abdul Ghani. Okay. So we will take it up in this whenever he is available after all the presentations are over as per the queue. Next, Dr. Tapesh Chandra Gupta. Dr. Tapesh Chandra Gupta, are you there? Okay, so kindly wait for your turn. Otherwise, you will lose your opportunity. Next, Ratnadeep Bhattacharya. As per the list, this is the last presentation. After this, if we don't receive any requests, we'll close the session and we'll start again at valedictory. So all the presenters who are waiting for their presentations, we see lot of you have registered. So quickly share your details in the chat box. Evening, we will be having only valedictory sessions. So at that time, we will not allow any presentations. So before valedictory, you try to complete your presentations. If there are any friends who want to register and present, you can inform them to register even now and make presentations. Now the registration form is also open, Google form. They can register and make presentations. We have 300 around. We have 227 registrations. And many, almost 50 plus have opted for presentations.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Ma, you can unmute yourself, start your video and presentation.
Sir, I am Ratnadeep Bhattacharya, son of Devashish Bhattacharya. So I'm representing my project based water irrigation circuit. Okay.
Okay, Ma, you can continue.
If you
Do you
allow
have
me, then
PPT?
I have the PPT. So if
You
you allow
share
me,
me.
then I can, yeah, okay, sir. Just wait.
Any other participants would like to make presentations? Quickly share your details in chat box. Yeah, Abdul Ghani, you will be next presenter. Kindly respond when we call your name in chat box or raise your hand. After this, Abdul Ghani would be the last presentation. So anyone else would like to make presentations, quickly share your details. Otherwise, we shall conclude with this.
Sir, can you see my screen, which I'm sharing?
Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
Okay, so a very good afternoon to you all. So my project is wastewater agricultural field. According to my survey, I have seen that there are various type of problems which are faced by the farmer in the irrigated area. So the mainly I have seen that the overflowing of water is the biggest issue faced by the farmer in the irrigation. So we know that the crops for agriculture culture does crops in the various type of field. We need a different types of water. So when I was in a conversation with a farmer, they told us that how they cultivate a crop with the water and how much water is distributed in the field. They told us that there is nothing to estimate it of the required amount of water, that how much water is given or how much water is getting waste or something. They told us that when the water gets overflow, they automatically stop the pump, and that's how they give an estimation to how distribution of water in the agricultural field. So, but the main problem I have seen that the overflowing of water gets means washing the nutrients from the root of the plants, as well as working the pump means the water pump excessively can increase the electric bills, which has been faced by the farmer economically. So I have tried to solve this problem. So I have built uh, some project which is based for the Arduino circuit. So this is my prototype of the project. So if this my project represent that the required amount of water should be distributed in our field. So suppose we need a 5 liters of water which should be distributed in our field. So I will input that 5 liters of water in my device, and automatically the water would be distributed at exact amount in the agricultural field, and automatically the water would be stopped when the targeted amount has been reached. So that's how we can prevent the overflowing of water in the agricultural field, and various kind of problems which are related to the overflowing of water can be solved by this project. So according to my survey, I have seen that this type of project is an innovative project. So if this is implement to the various type of agricultural field, then it would be most useful, and as well as it will be very cost effective to the farmer. So that is my presentation based for. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Please continue. We can see your presentation.
Okay, so this is my schematic diagram of my project. So I have built this project in my own way to find to solve this problem. So suppose this project is not only for the agricultural field, we can use it in our household also. We know we have the submersible pump which takes the water carry out from the ground level to the topmost level of the our building. So we also get worried about that the overflowing of tank water from the tank can increase the electric bills because the continuously the submersible has been pumped. So this can be implemented in our household. So because this project is based for the water readings, water flow reading, I'm using here a water flow sensor which reads the water flow, that how much water has been distributed, how much water has been gone, and what is the speed of the water, and that's how the water has been calculated in my microcontroller, and automatically it gets stopped. So main motive of my project is to prevent the water from getting overflow, as well as the electric bills which are caused by the electric pumps can increase the means reduce the electric bills by this project, because we are removing the excessive running of the pump as well as wasting the water. So this would be better that uh, in every field of area if this project has been implemented. So that is my project, and that is my research. Thank you.
What are you trying to convey with this presentation, Ma?
Actually, I'm trying to convey that overflowing of means overflowing of water in the agricultural field. Yeah, it is the biggest issue that had to be stopped in the overflowing of water in the agricultural field, because a farmer didn't know that how much water has been distributed and how much water has been means reduce of water can harm to the crops, as well as the overflowing of water also can harm the crop. So I want to determine that exact amount of water should be distributed, which can help the farmer to get reduce the means electric bills, etc., and something else.
Now, how do you determine how much water is required and how much water has been dispersed and how
Yeah.
much water has been effectively utilized and when to stop? Are there any, methodology?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, in the area, we will go and find out the area and the volume of the field. Suppose my field is approx 10 into 10 into 5 centimeter, which is our volume, cubitical volume. So for this area, we will convert that area into the volume. So the required amount of water which should be calculated has been is our fixed amount of volume, because the area is not getting increased or decreased, so it's our constant. So if we put that the required amount of volume in our device, means my device is consist of a 4 into 4 keypad matrix keypad, so it's just a kind of a calculator or something, a numpad. Okay, so if we input that value, then automatically the water has been distributed in our field. And suppose I'm giving a 5 liters of water in my device, means mentioning, so automatically the water has been distributed at the exact amount 5 liter, not exceed than it or not less than it. So actually this is what stopped wasting the water, stop wasting of water, as well as the pump which is getting or excessively run can increase the electric bills, as well as the non-renewable resources also are getting wasted because of this phenomenon.
Okay, so this is implemented at the inflow level.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there any similar application or a similar device available in the market? How it is different
According to
from
my
this?
according to my survey, there is nothing like this project, because I have researched it on base, because is there any kind of market means competitive to my project? There is nothing like this project. So I find that this project is innovative for me, because I have researched this in different types of market, that is there any kind of similar project or not. So according to it, I can't find any kind of competitor for my project.
Okay. And how do you think it is cost effective in terms of implementation?
Yes, because my project consists of very cheaper materials, which is also cheaper in a market price. So if we come to the commercial area, then it could it get reduced to more cheaper, because suppose for making my prototype I only need cost of 1,000 rupees, not exceed than it. So in the large scale area, my device can be implemented in the exactly that device, but the difference would be the size of the water flow sensor would be increased. So that's how also it costs on approx like 5,000 to 6,000, not exceed than it.
So the major cost would be the water sensor, water flow sensor.
Yeah, the major cost would be the water flow sensor, and the cost of my device is kind of like that, the 1,000 or something 800, because there is nothing more than it. I have built this project, so I have calculated my own materials, that how much cost it need, because the cost also depends in the market areas.
Okay, ma. Congratulations. Hope this will be a very good aid for the farmers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, congratulations and wishing you all the success.
Thank you. Okay, sir. Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
I have a. If I leave the meeting, it would be better for me because I having a.
No, for see, for presentation, you completed your presentation, but for participation, you have to have minimum attendance. That is different certificate. This is different certificate. So as per your requirement, you can stay only.
Okay,
If
thank
you
you, sir.
need both, you have to stay. If you need only one, as per your convenience.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So we'll move on to our next presenter, Abdul Ghani. Abdul Ghani, are you there? You can respond in chat or raise your hand. Saw you just now, you send message and again disappeared. Kindly stay back for your turn. When we are giving schedule, you are not coming as per the schedule. That's why it's no other. So we have to reschedule the entire thing on spot. So that is creating problem. So whenever you are making request, make sure you are available. Okay, then he is not there. Dr. Tapesh Chandra Gupta. Is also not there. Okay, so I hope we did not miss any name. Anyone else left out for their presentations? You can share your details in chat box or you can raise your hand. Anyone else waiting for their presentations? Any of the participants willing to present? In total, we had 13 presentations till now. If there are no further presentations, then we will join evening at 6 o'clock for the valedictory session. So we will break for the lunch. And before leaving, kindly fill up the feedback form, which will be shared now. And we request everyone to join back at 6 o'clock. The feedback form has been shared. We request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form and join at 6 o'clock for the valedictory sessions. So only senior professors are allowed in the valedictory sessions. So any senior professor would like to make a brief presentation in the evening, they can send us a request in advance. By registering, we can allow sessions only for senior professionals and professors. So thank you everyone for joining us in the one-day international seminar morning session. And happy World Social Work Day, week and month as well. So see you all at 6 o'clock with the same joining link. You can join. And there is also a quiz, World Social Work Day quiz that has been shared in the chat, in the email as well. We have sent email to all the registered participants. So kindly check your email and you will find the quiz link. You can complete the quiz. You will be getting an additional certificate for quiz. You can get presentation certificate. Okay, for okay, after 6. Okay, for Muslims, it is a Ramadan month. So you can join, no problem. For you, you can join a little bit later also. No need to worry. Quickly fill up the feedback form. We are waiting for the feedback form to be filled by everyone. Then we will close the session. And kindly go through the instructions carefully. No calls or messages will be entertained regarding certificates. All the instructions have been sent to your email. Check your email, complete the formalities. First formality is to register for the seminar. Once you register, if you are a presenter, you need to share your details. That format is given along with what files you have to share. As these proceedings will be published, so we require your details. That's why we are asking your photograph, your PPT, and a brief summary of your presenter. Because at the time of printing or publication, we'll mention your photo as well as your topic. Along with that, a half-page summary will be published. If it gets approved. So you have to send all these details. After sending these details, you have to send it by tomorrow evening. So today, try to immediately send after this closure of this morning session. We request everyone to go back to your email ID and check the instructions which we have sent to you. This is only applicable for presenters. You share all the details along with the documents required. And in the evening, fill up the feedback form after attending the valedictory session. And after checking the details, processing the data, we'll be issuing certificates in 3 to 5 working days. But before that, ensure that you are sending and you are completing all the details. For participants, you need to register and you need to attend and provide feedback. And make sure whenever you are attending, attend with the name as you have registered. We see a lot of names here, different device names. We don't know who is attending. If you say some admin or 1X, see, we see one ID with 1+. Now, who is that 1+? Share your name in your in the chat box. See, these kind of names we can't, even if you are attending, we will not be able to help you. Because 1+ doesn't mean anything, right? And sometimes you log in with your device, like you say, some phone name, device name. It's very difficult. System automatically matches this attendance. So make sure you are joining with your name. That is very much important. And you are also sharing details. So see you all in the evening. If you have any suggestions, feedback, queries, you can use chat box. And before leaving, kindly fill up the feedback form. Because once meeting is closed, that feedback form will not be available. This marks your attendance for the morning session. So evening, only senior professors or senior practitioners who would like to make presentations in the valedictory session are allowed. If anyone of you are planning to make presentations, let us know after registering immediately. There are few sessions. We just kept it as a valedictory session so that we don't know how many presentations will be there, though many people register, but they do not make presentations. So we have kept it at 6 o'clock. So for those who are attending prayers, you can join a little bit later. But ensure you are filling in the feedback form. And make sure those who have presented to share your details as per the email. We'll also send you email after today's conclusion of the program. Again, so make sure you are sending the details immediately. And also attempt a social work day quiz. For that also you'll get additional certificates. So you have the opportunity to get 3 certificates, one for presentation, one for quiz, and one for participation. All 3 are different certificates. Based on your attendance, you'll be getting participation. And if you have presented, you will get presentation certificate. And if you have completed quiz, you will get quiz participation certificate. And if anyone wants to do any cultural activities, for that also we have provision. If you want to sing songs or dance, because that is also part of, these celebrations, these gatherings, we can provide you opportunity in the evening. So for that, we will issue certificates also. So if anyone is interested, it has to be decent. If anyone wants to make such cultural activities, presentations, let us know. We can allow you in advance. You can register. There is an option where you can make your option, select the option of cultural activities and also enter the activity and register, and we can allow you, and we can also give you certificate for that. And finally, for the collaborators or co-signatories who have registered, you have to share your details before the conference so that we can consider for inclusion on e-certificates, like for your logo, if there is any possibility to add your logo or signature to the certificates. So thank you everyone for joining us. See you all in the evening at 6 o'clock with the same joining link. Take care. Have a great weekend. So we are getting some requests to permit, but I don't know if you are willing to present, you can present it now. If you are asking for your friends who have not joined now to make presentations, you contact us personally on WhatsApp. If you have already registered, then we will see how many are there. Maybe if there is a possibility, we will allow you in evening session. But ensure that no, you are doing it now itself. Or inform them to join now if possible. Or at least after lunch, we will start at 5 o'clock. But the session will start. If anyone is there left out, we will start at 5 o'clock. And we will see. And till 5 to 6, it's not mandatory for attendance. Because, if anyone wants to make presentations who have missed out, they can make presentations. And you also join. I mean, we will let you know if any such people are there who is presenting, and we'll start at 5 o'clock. Otherwise, we'll start at 6 o'clock. So thank you all once again. We express our gratitude and appreciation to all, each and everyone for joining us on this day and making this day wonderful. So see you all in the evening. Take care.